right. Trying to get a draft going here and test out the settings for best ball launching. So here we go. One person to go. And we'll see what we can do. We're live with the draft. Love it. Let's see if we can plug this over here. Looks like we can. Make sure we'll have that up. Still getting the double thing with the... That's fine. Okay. Ah, 1-1 to start off. Beautiful. Way to kick off the season. 20 seconds pick 2. We're running the faster one. Testing all the audios here. New mic. Everything. Let's go. Draft starts in 15 seconds. It says now you're on the clock with pick 1. I am not on the clock. Okay. Jamar Chase. Easy enough. Test out the audio. It still seems okay on my side in terms of the volume, but I don't know what's going to look like on the stream. Bijan 2. Haven't looked at these rankings to see where everyone's going to go yet either. That's kind of the interesting part here for sure. Saquon 3. Okay, okay. CD here. Okay. Trying to get my Windows setting set up right over here so I can see chat. Not that anyone really comes to the chat, but you know. Still getting dropped frames detected. Yeah, still getting that issue in this stream. I'm gonna have to figure that one out eventually. Okay. Okay. I don't know what all these numbers, analytics mean at the bottom. Okay, let's look at the board. Top 4 running backs, pretty obviously going there. I gotta turn on my air conditioning in here. It's a little bit warm today too. Brock Bowers in a turn. Brian Thomas, Brock Bowers there. Okay. All right, CMC, Nico, and AJ Brown. So coming back to turn, Chase, I mean, we got a lot of options. I don't know the ADPs well enough. We're looking at like 24 or 25 for ADPs. They have Chase Brown way up here compared to ADP. That's interesting. I'm just looking at legendary upsides ranks right now, which is typically what I use. Okay. Trying to feel where everyone falls at the moment. I don't have a great sense for it at all as it's first draft, even from best board or from big board. I don't have a great sense for it. I didn't run enough in big board really to get the feeling underneath me. Okay. I mean, this group of running backs that drops back looks like, if you just based on ADPs, the Bucky, Jacobs, Taylor, Brown group, like there goes Achan. seemed to be reasonable to hit one of those guys on the turn and then double up. I mean, you could obviously do a T stack there too. That would be pretty nice. But I think we got to get one of these running backs at minimum here, which it looks like it's playing out fine. A lot of people going the double wide receiver pretty early. Only one robust RB. I think goes Taylor. Okay. I'd much rather Bucky here than Jacobs. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. T's an X available wide receiver at the ADP. I'm good. Oh, didn't get sniped there. Okay, good. So I'm gonna go Bucky, and I'm gonna go T. It's pretty easy for me. I know it's saying Tyreek, but I am doing the. We'll get a Cincinnati start right off the bat. All right, that bumps Burrow up for us. I mean, I don't have to have Burrow, but obviously at the next turn coming back around, that'd be nice to start off with. I wonder if that's always going to play out like that from an ADP perspective. It looks like T's about right there for a stack on the turn. I like that. I mean, Chase is obviously the other one you could hit. The ADP is very different here between the two. From ranks to ADP there. I think there's a lot of thought that Cincinnati would take a running back coming in the draft, and the fact that they didn't probably bodes well for Chase Brown. I probably won't love the build if I take Chase Brown there if he falls back to me somehow, but I think I'd suffer through it to have the Cincy stack, like the overkill Cincy stack, I guess. But two guys going 3 wide receivers right off the bat. I'll be curious to see how heavy wide receiver rooms are. I got 2 guys with 2 and 2 guys with 3 already. I don't have the guys I love very much either. Amari and Hampton's right about ADP right now. It looks like in rank. I'm trying to find the biggest rise and fallers. Travis Hunter's well above ADP. Ridley's well above ADP. It's just Cam Ward being there, I think. Not a heavy wide quarterback room, which I think makes sense. Oh, there goes Chase Brown. Wow. So that ADP was interesting because his ADP was about 40, went at 35 there. So that's fascinating. Okay. I'm not losing sleep over that. Drop frames, yeah, 65% over the last 2 minutes and 2 minutes. So I'm still getting that drop frames notification. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. Insufficient bandwidth, CPU overload, or hardware limitations. Network issues, no. None of those. None of those are causing drop frames. Reducing resolution and bitrate. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look at that stuff. Okay. I mean, I'm at 1.8% CPU usage. Try enabling hardware encoding. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's start looking at picks now. When Burrow, Jesus, Daniel's sliding back to me though. Is like, this guy with McLaurin's probably taking this, but I bet you that's what he was setting up. Okay. So let's look at tight ends. I mean, I still like the value of these guys. It drops off a little bit after Kittle, but I still like the value of these guys down here, even like Loveland. There goes Daniels. Okay. So Burrow's the next one. Oh, someone sniped him right before McLaurin. If I get sniped, I get sniped. I'm not worried about that quarterback. I would prefer the stack. Sure, there he goes. Okay, so we got Burrow. I think we go Burrow, and I think we're gonna grab a wide receiver here, though. Man. That's 17 seconds. Okay. I mean, maybe I should grab a tight end and just... Okay, okay. Well, we did it. Alright, we went tight end quarterback. We're going to be tough at wide receiver here, though, because you see these guys 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1 builds. 2-2 builds are all going to be hitting at 2. I don't love this build already that I just did. I want to try it. But we're going to have to hammer wide receiver the next few rounds and just pick up the running backs in the later rounds, I think is the logical conclusion here. I mean, okay, so we're looking at picks 72 and 73 right now. So let's do some ADP hunting of guys we like in that area. Scrolling down a bit, so we're at this range. Yeah, see, man, I don't love this at all. I mean, I'll take a shot on some of these guys, but I'd much rather be grabbing like a Kelsey down here, or a, I mean, I Loveland. I'd be actually pretty excited about when I could potentially get him. So yeah, all the nice guys are gonna go. Jameson was an interesting one there too. Okay. Nice part is we have 2 onesie positions sealed off. I typically like to just wait on those a little bit. At least one of them hitting both up tends to really sap your wide receiver room. So especially when we've got this guy building a 4 build, a 3-1 build right here. And then this guy building a 3-1, 3-1, yeah. Dude. 66% streams over the last 2 minutes. Drop frames 2 minutes ago. Some frames have not been uploaded. This problem usually related to poor network connection. It's definitely not poor network connection. Lower your bit rate. Okay. So it could be my bit rate, which I think we knew. All right, we got a lot of guys going 4 wide receivers already. 4 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers. So we're still in robust right off the bat. It's going to be rough again, and I think if this one's any indication, it's gonna be a wide receiver heavy year again. All right. Let's see here. You cannot change these settings while you're live. Yep, that's what I figured. Okay. All right. Not going to worry about that right now then. Okay, let's go back. Digging the music so far. Pretty good music from using Slip.stream. 3-2, 3-2. Yeah, there's a 5-1 build. I like the Jennings pick there. It's a nice value in the 6th. All right, so coming back, we're definitely going to need to just double tap wide receiver. See, this is where I like Judkins there. I like Montgomery there. I'm pretty interested in Harvey there too. Caleb Johnson. Not going to catch a ton of passes, but I'd be okay with that still. Let's see. Laporta coming up. Laporta went. Okay, Mahomes went. I mean, I know these wide receivers are here, but woof. All right. We'll cue Shakir. I don't really want to take Ricky Purcell. I know that's telling me to take Ricky Purcell, but that's okay. And we're going to take Jaden Reed. Okay. There goes Ricky Purcell. Guess I could have taken him. Oh well. I like my little option of Buffalo and Green Bay for some options there too. Yeah, feeling okay about running backs here. I mean, I just think the depth at running back is going to get me enough. Now, this is going to start to go because all these teams that are going zero, like this guy's 0 RB build right now. Some of these are robust. I mean, some of these are why am I blanking on hero RB? But I mean, this group here that I'm looking at, right? Like Montgomery, Connor, Harvey, Caleb Johnson, all of them. Pacheco, Warren, Tracy, yes, Gettable in the backfield. I know that's going to be a little bit mix. Tootin, like a lot of these guys, they will be able to pull the trigger on. I'm good with that. Here starts going a little bit of depth. Najee, Quishon Judkins coming in there. Harvey going. Yeah. We're probably going to balance out a running back and a wide receiver here. I think just from like, I don't want to shy away from wide receiver because my team build right now definitely needs it with Chase and Higgins. So we'll see what we can potentially get here. I was gonna say I like Caleb Johnson here, but that's not gonna last. Yeah, I just this build right, this piece right here with the Burrow and Kittle piece hurts me a little bit. I traditionally do not do that. And I think this is why I traditionally don't do it, because I don't like how these builds turn out at wide receiver. Now, it probably will end up being fine, but we'll see. Now it's getting a little chilly in here now that I put my air conditioning. Carl, should be a note of how the sound is coming through, okay? Is the mic okay and the music's not overpowering it? I just saw you're watching. Yeah, so God, look at all these quarterbacks still here. Man. Like I took Burrow because of the build. But man, this name of quarterback, like this list of quarterbacks right here is so nice to just double tap 2 and like 8, 9, or take 1 and 8, take 1 and 10 or something. Like, I mean, I guess we'll have to see where they last. What's 10? Like 120? I mean, Herbert, May, like all those guys are very solid. Oh, there goes a bunch of them. Okay. I mean, these builds right here. Like, look at that. I actually really, really like that build. I wouldn't take a Mixon there for what it's worth when I went Gibbs and Achane so early. I think if you take a wide receiver there, you're really in a nice spot. I'm really okay with waiting for a little bit and another quarterback, obviously. Grab one of these running backs. Okay, let's see what we got. Josh Downs is a pretty easy one for me, in my opinion. And then we're going to look at running back here. We'll take B-Rob. Man. Who are my other options here? Yeah, man. I know Pacheco was bad last year, but yikes. Oh, apparently it just auto-picked at 20 seconds. Oh, my God. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, that was brutal. I need some sort of sound on this thing. That was not 30 seconds. I don't understand what happened. What just happened? How did that take that so quickly? That was horrible. Ugh. No. Oh, no. I don't know what just happened there. I swear it did that last time, too. It just, like, auto-picked for me? That is really bizarre after, like, 10 seconds. I'm also in a 20-second draft, and it's leading in, like, 30 seconds, which is really weird. Yikes. All right, well, we're going to have to start rebounding that on running back now because that's totally screwed up our draft a little bit, reaching on fields like that. Bleh. I mean, look at all these guys still here that I would take in a heartbeat rather than Fields. All right, the good news is some of these, this guy's going to take some running backs. I do like this build, just hammer the wide receivers there and hit the quarterbacks later. Although he's going to be a little tough on tight. Where's the tight end at? Loveland. I mean, like, that's what I would be doing here. Looking for a Loveland and Ingram and a Kincaid. Get some of those guys that you know, maybe a little bit past the area. Yeah, I would have, Pacheco would have been there. I mean, maybe I'll get Brian Robinson coming back. Who knows? I doubt it, but this guy's got 4 right now. Brady, this guy at the end has Brian Thomas, Jacoby Myers, Rashad Bateman as his wide receivers. And there goes Keon Coleman. I mean, I like the Omarion Hampton. I like the Trevian Henderson. Taking Brock Bowers, Josh Allen, and then no wide receivers is incredibly rough. All right. Well, there's a couple options we have here. Drake May creeping up the board. We'll grab one of these running backs. I mean, I'm interested in Loveland. I'm interested in Higgins. I think about what Jets I could take now. I just don't understand why I did that. There goes Higgins. All right, I'll throw Trey Harris a bone. I don't mind Trey Harris at all, and the wide receiver room is not great. Yikes, this starts getting pretty dicey. This is really dicey. With Loveland gone, I'm not as worried about it. I mean, this is bad. Round 10, and this is what I'm looking at. Woof. Woof. I mean, Noel's interesting, but I mean, they spent more capital on Higgins than him, so it's kind of difficult to see that being a scenario that I'd want to play into. I'm fine waiting on tight end, obviously, too, here from a backup perspective, too. So, okay. Neither Mason nor Chardonnay have any tie-in here. Well, that answers that question. All right, I'm going to wait a second and see what this does for me. Does this just kill me like last time, where it just takes my top guy? Because it's counting down from like 33 for some weird reason. So I'm really curious to see if it pulls the trigger on Trey Harris here. I know it's telling me Drake May. That's funny. Yeah. So it is like, if the 20, the clock's off on the 30-second lobbies, or the 20-second lobbies. That makes sense. It's interesting. Well, that answers what happened there before, was the clock's off on 20 seconds. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go hunting a little bit for running back value now. We really need to look at running back. I mean, getting Trey Harris I like. Not going to be lad level, but obviously going to be something there. I got some running backs here I can take. Javante. He gone. All right. Kincaid. I'll do Ty Warren. And there goes Tootin. Trey Benson. Man. Yeah, see, like Dak, Lawrence, and Penix all sitting here is now I know it's like round 10. Okay, so we're gonna look at quarterbacks here for coming back. Yeah, I mean, so like look, that round 10 level, Herbert, Love, Stroud, May, McCarthy, that's great value in that range. If I had taken it, I would have felt much better about that, but that's okay. That's good to know. You could build 2 from here on the turn, though, very easily, in my mind, if you waited on quarterback altogether here. So, it's just worth noting. Running back's going to be super slim on this team. I don't love Giddens' landing spot, but I'll take it right now. Tank Bisbee by ADP. That's interesting. ETN and Tootin are going almost identical, like spot-wise. Look how long Dak's hanging around there, too. Did Bryce Young already go? How badly is Young? Where's Young going? Oh no, he's right behind Cam. Okay, there's Dak. Okay, look, no Dallas. I didn't find a wide receiver from the Giants, anyways. But I mean, like, I don't mind like stacking a Keenan on for like depth or something. Someone's gonna go sign him. Some of these guys I can take. I wouldn't mind. I do need to think about backup tight end here, though. Alright, we're on the clock. Coker goes. Alright, we're going to take Ray Davis from the build perspective. 186. I could wait a little bit if I didn't want to take. We'll take Ferguson, though. Now, maybe I want to take Garendo. I'm going to do that. We'll wait and we'll double tap those running backs. I think it starts getting dicey after that. Giddens right, Jalen Wright way down there, but obviously, and Corum is too. They took a bunch of guys on those guys, but they're guys I don't hate throwing a chance on. Some of these guys at the back. Same with Jarquez Hunter. There goes Giddens. Feel better. Now we can grab one of the tight ends. I mean, I like a lot of this stuff here for depth. We're solid in depth there. Check back. Bash. Yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that auto pick on Justin Fields. I didn't even have someone queued up. I should have thrown one of them in the queue at minimum. That was dumb of me, because that kind of screwed me up on who I was taking. But that's okay. I don't know if there's anyone new the Jets I could take from. No. The answer is no. Braylon Allen. There goes Kyle Pitts. I like that guy. Look at that. Stacking. This guy waited until round 12. Took Likely and Pitts. Stroud, Caleb Williams. I mean, very solid. Very, very fun. Needs another tight end, though. You can't be counting on those two to produce points for you. A lot of waiting on core. I mean, like, this is very fascinating this year. And I think this is how it's going to be when I look at the quarterback depth for best ball. Is this like 10 to 12, maybe even 13 range? You can build your quarterback classes in here. So, like, this team does it. 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 This team. No. These two don't do it. I think I'm going to be building some more of those this year. I did that a little bit last year, but I didn't love the mid-round quarterbacks as much as I do this year. I think there's just better depth there with some of those guys that we saw produce and